I often get asked, what hose should I use when I'm changing my fresh air hose in here? And you have basically three options. You have a pretty cheap cardboard hose that you can use. It squishes nice and easy. It does have metal in it, but it's not the most hardy to go round the exhaust section underneath to your heat exchangers. So they do need renewing fairly often, maybe once a year or something like that, because they can burn through, especially on aftermarket exhausts, for example. So that's great, but at least it's cheap. Next up, we have this aluminium air hose, which is very squishy. As you can see, it doesn't take me much to kind of squish that. And it's also, when you're doing things in the engine bay, it's very easy to kind of lean on stuff and accidentally squish it. And once it's squished out of shape, kind of never really goes back and it becomes weak. Then you get a split. And these days they're charging more and more for it. I mean, it's not expensive, but it's more expensive than the cardboard stuff. So the next option you have is this style of hose, and this, I can't physically squish it. It's really, really tough. And this is from CSP in Germany. So if you want to only fit one more set of fresh air hoses ever, for example in this bus here, this is what I've just fitted, you'll never need to fit another pair. So yes, they are solid, yes, they'll last pretty much forever. You can lean on them accidentally when you're doing your spark plugs or anything like that. However, you've got to be a bit careful when you're cutting this, because you can make some very sharp edges. So go carefully, nice sharp knife and maybe a sharp pair of scissors just to cut off any sharp edges. But the CSP stuff in Germany is a bit more expensive. I think it's something like £30 for a couple of meters. So £30 worth does both air hoses, and if you still have the original preheat sort of pipe for your air filter, you can do all of that for that price. So CSP, most expensive but really hardy. Next one is your aluminium air hose. It might look good, but it squishes really easily. And then if you want to go stock, go for the cardboard stuff, but just know that if you do have an aftermarket exhaust, it will burn through quite quickly.